Woman just moved into the new room, found a terrible thing. She perceived that there is a figure across the street is watching themselves, realized that maybe a peeping Tom. The woman simply came to the window, intending to see the opposite figure looks. But just at this time, the lights were suddenly turned on. It turned out to be home from work boyfriend. The woman saw the situation, is no longer obsessed with the matter. However, late at night, moved into the new residence of the woman, tossing and turning. So she got up to look out the window, but she did not expect is that the opposite side of the silhouette is still looking at their eyes. She instantly felt a burst of scalp numbness. Just as she was pondering whether the opposite side was a model, her boyfriend told her to get some rest. In order not to disturb her boyfriend, who had to get up early for work, the helpless woman had to go to bed obediently. The next day, the woman was watching TV, when a murder case was shown on TV, and the scene of the crime was the building across the street. The report stated that the victim was a young woman who was brutally decapitated by the murderer. Seeing that the victim was similar in age to herself, and associating it with the perverted figure from last night, the woman became worried. She told her boyfriend about being spied on by the figure, pointing to the other side of the window. However, at this time during the day across the curtains are tightly closed, but the boyfriend thought she thought too much, and then comforted her not to be too sensitive. Hearing her boyfriend's comfort, the woman also felt that perhaps she was too sensitive. But on the next day, the woman was out shopping. She vaguely aware of the back has been someone in the track themselves, but when she turned back ready to check, the back of the people but rushed up. However, the other side is just passing by. After this series of events, the woman was ready to go to the movie theater to calm her panicked heart, but just halfway through the movie, she noticed that someone had sat behind her. Obviously there were a lot of empty seats around, so why did she sit right behind her? She didn't dare to turn around at all, but just glanced at the other person's shoes, sensing that the person behind her was gradually approaching her. The woman could not endure such a depressing atmosphere, quickly fled the movie theater, turned to the more traffic in the supermarket, see people around, her fearful and uneasy heart only to get a little appeasement. But when she was carefully selecting goods, she suddenly glimpsed the pair of shoes that appeared in the theater. When she tried to get a better look at the man, he suddenly turned his head, and the woman dared not look at him, and then she panicked and tried to leave. But as she looked around for an exit, she realized that the man was also looking for her. The woman was so scared that she accidentally knocked over a bottle of cucumber cans, and the sound of breaking attracted the pervert's attention. In a hurry, the woman had to sneak into the supermarket warehouse, and then lying on the door through the glass to try to see the man's appearance.